I had a few drawers left over from an upcycle project I did, and I've got 3 of them, and I've got the perfect solution for them. First thing though, I want to keep those wood runners under there. Those are going to come in handy later, but what I do need to get rid of is the plastic guides on the back. They're stapled in, they're easy to do, just pop each of the staples. Once I get those out, I just pop that off. It's not a problem. Next, I want to get rid of the hardware because I'm going to go with new hardware on my next project. I'm going to take the bigger drawer, put it in the middle, and the 2 small drawers on the side, and then I need to measure the whole width of the project. Take that width, and I'm going to transfer it over to a 1x6. I need to cut 2 equal parts of these 1x6s and lay them across. One's going to go on the front, and one's going to go on the back. Once I got those laid in place, I just used some brad nails to hold them down. You can use glue if you want, or screws, but it just seemed easier to use some brad nails, just pop them through, and I did quite a few. It's nice and strong, and then I'm going to tip it up on its side because now, once I get all the dust cleared, it's time to paint. Got to use a high quality primer. Primer is so important because it's what makes the paint stick to the other paint. So I'm going to put this on. Now, you only need 1 coat. A lot of people put more than 1, but I just need to put 1 good coat, and it doesn't cover the whole thing. It does look a little messy at first, but it's okay. Go ahead and get that on. You're going to let it dry for a couple hours. The longer it dries, the better it works. It's time for the paint, and what we're going to need is a good quality cabinet paint. Once I put that on, I'm going to use a nice foam brush and put it on, and I'm going to make it silky smooth. It's going to take a couple of coats. This project did take 3. Now I'm going to lay it on its side, and it's time for some wheels. I bought this whole thing for $9.95. I'm going to go ahead and mark these wheels. They got 4 holes that go on the bottom, and I'm going to pre-drill because I don't want to split any wood when I put the screws in. Once I get it pre-drilled, I can put it back in place and put the screws on. It's going to work really good. I'm going to put 4 wheels on, and look, they're caster and they turn and they spin really nice. Once I get that done though, it's time to put onto the new hardware. It's hard to put these on sometimes, so I take a piece of tape, I put it down where the screw holes go, and then I pull it off and then put it on the cabinet where I want to drill it. Go ahead and drill some holes through where you marked it on the tape. Once you get that drilled, you can just go ahead and pull that tape right off. Put the new screws in, and then carefully but securely put the screws in and put the new hardware. On the ends, I just put some knobs because those work great. And now I'm going to slide it into place. But look at this. This is our guest room. And the great thing is I can put some extra blanket for those chilly nights and store them underneath there. You can also put seasonal clothes underneath. But once you get it full, you can just slide it underneath. Look at that great upcycle project. It actually turned out really good. And it didn't waste any of the drawers that I had from my last project.
I found this TV table that's kind of in rough shape. I need to clean it up and sand down any of these rough edges and get a little bit of the shine off there so I can paint it. I'm also using this kind of outdated nightstand. I'm just going to use 1 of the drawers. I'll first need to take off the handle and the metal hardware on the side. I'm going to clean it up and get any of the residue off of it, sand it down a little bit, and get it ready for paint. I'm painting the folding table a soft gray with a matte finish. This is going to take a couple coats, so I'm just going to do a light coat for now, and then I'll come back and do another light coat. I'm giving the handle, which is kind of this mixture of wood and metal, a nice coat of a metallic bronze color. For the drawer, I am adding a white chalk paint. Because I am adding a light color over a dark color, this is going to take a couple of coats. Again, just using a really light coat, letting it dry for about 20 minutes, and then coming back and adding more coats until I have the coverage that I want. This is going to be an indoor plant stand for me, so there's no need to seal or protect any of these painted pieces. So I'm going to place the drawer right on top of the folding TV stand, and I do need to secure it. This drawer actually slips really nicely right on top of that top of the TV stand, so I'm just going to use some wood glue to adhere it. If you're making one of these at home, you may want to add some screws in depending on how the drawer fits on top of the stand. Now it is ready for plants. So the first thing I'm going to do here is take a thick plastic bag and I'm going to cut it down to size. This is going to line the bottom of the drawer. I want to be able to water my plants, and if any of that water comes out the bottom, it's not going to damage the wood in the drawer. And then the nice metallic hardware adds back on with just the 2 screws. Now it's time to add some plants. This is the fun part. I've gathered up a number of plants from around my house that are going to look really good together. This is a pretty deep drawer, and so I'm using some pieces that'll add some height. So I can put some larger plants in the back and some smaller ones in the front. That was a really simple and straightforward project, making a plant stand out of some thrifted furniture. I hope this inspired you to make one for your home.
Grab an old drawer and let's get started. Start by cutting 4 spindles to the size you want for the center legs. Make sure to save the pieces you cut off. Next, attach the spindles using a brad nailer to each corner of the bottom of the drawer. Then, cut a piece of wood the same dimension as the drawer. Lay it on top of the spindles and measure to make sure each spindle is attached in the same way all the way around. Attach using the brad nailer. Next, measure and mark and attach the feet using the pieces of the spindles you cut off previously. Attach these at a diagonal all the way around each foot using the brad nailer. After that, mark the center of each foot and attach a wheel. Then, remove the hardware from the drawer. Next, clean it with TSP. Then, sand all of it smooth, rubbing off the dust with a cloth. After that, prime and paint a color of your choosing. You can also do this step before assembly depending on preference. Reattach the hardware, and that's it! This adorable little bar card is such a perfect accent to any room. It can be totally customized to fit any space.
I visited our local Habitat for Humanity restore, where I found mismatched drawers and doors. Your first step is to remove all the hardware. Next, fill in the holes with wood putty. After that, give the whole drawer a good sanding. Now measure the insides of the drawer so you know how wide to cut your shelves. After your shelves are cut, drill pocket holes on the undersides of the shelves. Attach the shelves with pocket holes on the bottom. I also picked up some furniture feet from the hardware store. Screw the plates into the bottom of the drawer and then insert the feet. After the feet are attached, it's time for paint. Use the color of choice here. You could really get creative depending on your home style. This shelf worked perfectly to store craft supplies in my office, and it also looked great as a side table in the living room.
So once we removed our knobs, I'm just gonna mark up where I'm gonna make my cut. What I'm using here is just some decoupage. So I did one thin layer there, and then I'm gonna place my paper down. Another layer of decoupage over top of our paper. And you just wanna smooth out any air bubbles. So the next thing we're gonna do is I have this other pattern. So same thing, these are gonna go on either side. We're just gonna put down our layer of decoupage here. Bring up my paper here, line it up, and then use the decoupage to smooth out that wrinkle. And so we're gonna go ahead and do the other side here. So I have a little bit of antiquing wax, and I get some on my cloth. Rub it on the surface where I want to apply it. Take a different area of the cloth, and then I'm going to just rub it in. I'm going to take a piece of sandpaper, and you can add as many layers of wax as you want. So I'm actually going to add just a little bit of antiquing wax to these knobs as well. My knobs back on. So I have these old table leg feet. What I've done is I've just taken a drill, and I have just pre-drilled 4 holes in the corners so that I could slide the bolt of the leg through. And then we're gonna flip our drawer over. Then to secure them, you just use either some bolts, or I have the actual pieces that came with these feet. All you have to do is style it the way you want. So you can put pillows, throws, whatever you like. Feel free to really get creative with this project and make it your own.